In the fast-paced chaos of today's world, it's shockingly easy to become entangled in a web of distractions, self-doubt, and constant comparisons. Every turn seems to reveal yet another success story, bombarding us with the overwhelming fear that we might never truly measure up. This endless onslaught can overshadow the most vital voice of all, the one that understands our true potential and reminds us of our expansive capabilities, which are often far greater than we realize. But what if you could rise above this clamor? Imagine taking control of your mind to such a degree that you consistently act as the best version of yourself, completely immune to the external judgments about your worth. What if you could forge your own exceptional path, defined solely on your terms? This is not just possible, it's within your grasp. It's not merely about altering thoughts, but transforming how you live. Today we'll explore 10 transformative habits drawn from Buddhist wisdom, designed to boost your mental strength, quiet the doubts, and empower you to take control of your destiny. Buddhism offers deep insights into mind management, mindfulness, and cultivating peace, strength, and wisdom, practical and powerful practices that can revolutionize your life. Central to Buddhist teachings is the idea that our minds mold our reality. Our thoughts spark our emotions steer our actions, and our actions shape our world. By mastering our minds, we gain control over our responses to life's hurdles and harness the ability to mold our destiny. The journey starts by recognizing that you're not just an observer of your life, but the creator. You can influence your thoughts, alter your mindset, and set the direction of your life's path. This begins with cultivating awareness, staying present, and observing your thoughts without judgment, silencing the incessant chatter to make room for clarity. As we delve into these 10 habits, you'll discover each one fortifies your mental discipline and deepens your connection to your authentic self. These habits, though simple, are profoundly impactful. Whether it's engaging in daily meditation, accepting impermanence, or practicing gratitude, each habit lays the groundwork for a resilient mind, one that stands firm against doubt and external pressures. This transformation isn't instantaneous. It's a lifelong endeavor, a path of ongoing growth and self-discovery. With each step forward, you'll find yourself more in tune with your highest potential, more confident in your capabilities, and more at peace with how your life unfolds. So, if you're prepared to embark on this life-changing journey and tap into your fullest potential, let's get started. These 10 habits aren't just tips, they're keys to unlocking a life filled with peace, purpose, and boundless possibilities. As we explore each one with persistent practice, you'll witness profound shifts across every facet of your life. 1. Create an alter ego. In Buddhism, the practice of tapping into your higher self, or Buddha nature, is an essential part of the path to enlightenment. It's a profound idea that speaks to the deepest potential within us all, the part of us that is inherently wise, compassionate, fearless, and unshakable. This higher self is not separate from who we are, but rather it is the truest version of ourselves, often buried beneath the surface of daily distractions, worries, and self-doubt. It is the version of you that, when fully realized, is capable of handling any challenge with grace, clarity, and confidence. One powerful way to connect with this higher self is through the creation of an alter ego, a concept that, while not explicitly Buddhist, aligns deeply with Buddhist teachings on mindfulness, self-awareness, and self-mastery. The idea of an alter ego in this context is not about creating a false persona or pretending to be someone you are not. Instead, it is about consciously embodying the highest version of yourself, the part of you that already possesses the qualities of wisdom, compassion, strength, and peace. This can be an incredibly transformative practice, helping you rise above self-doubt, fear, and hesitation. The Buddha nature within us all. In Buddhist philosophy, the Buddha nature is considered the innate potential for enlightenment that exists within all beings. It's the essence of purity and wisdom that lies hidden beneath the layers of our ego, attachments, and negative emotions. When we talk about creating an alter ego, what we're really doing is reconnecting with that inner Buddha, awakening the traits of mindfulness, fearlessness, compassion, and wisdom that already reside within us, even if we've never fully accessed them before. The practice of visualizing this higher self is rooted in the Buddhist concept of self as illusion. In this view, the self we identify with, the self that is filled with insecurity, fear, and self-doubt, is a temporary construct, a mental projection. By recognizing that the self we cling to is not our true essence, we can let go of its limitations and tap into the boundless potential of our higher self. The more we cultivate this awareness, the more we can act from a place of clarity, purpose, and peace, instead of being driven by fleeting emotions or outside circumstances. Step 1. Identifying the qualities you admire most. The first step in creating your alter ego is identifying the qualities you most admire and aspire to embody. These are the traits that you see in others or long to nurture within yourself. Take a moment to reflect on what you value most. Perhaps it's calmness under pressure, kindness, resilience, wisdom, or the ability to remain composed in stressful situations. It's important to choose qualities that resonate deeply with you, qualities that align with your highest vision of who you want to become. For example, imagine you admire someone for their ability to stay calm in any situation. You watch them in the midst of a crisis and they don't panic. Instead, they breathe deeply, take measured actions, and exude a sense of unwavering peace. This is a quality you can cultivate in yourself because, at the core, you too have the capacity to become calm and centered no matter what life throws your way. Similarly, if you admire someone for their compassion and ability to connect with others in an authentic, non-judgmental way, that is another quality to embody. In Buddhism, compassion, or karuna, is seen as one of the most powerful forces for transformation, both for the person cultivating it and for the world around them. The more you nurture compassion within yourself, the more natural it will become to act from a place of empathy, understanding, and kindness. Step 2. Creating your alter ego persona. Once you've identified the qualities you admire, it's time to create a persona that embodies those traits. This persona is not meant to be a mask you wear, but rather a reflection of the highest version of yourself, the version that you can step into whenever you need strength or guidance. Start by giving your alter ego a name or a title, something that feels empowering. It could be a symbolic name, like the peaceful warrior or the wise sage, or it could be a name that resonates with your cultural or spiritual identity. The key is that this persona represents the qualities you want to cultivate in your life. Next, imagine how this alter ego would respond in different situations. What would they do when faced with a difficult decision? How would they react in moments of stress or pressure? How do they treat others, especially when others are not acting in ways that are easy to understand or appreciate? Visualizing your alter ego's responses can help you cultivate these qualities in your own life. For example, if your alter ego embodies calmness under pressure, you might imagine them taking a few slow, deep breaths before responding to a stressful situation, pausing to gather their thoughts before acting. If your alter ego embodies compassion, they might respond with understanding and patience, even in the face of conflict. Visualize these actions vividly and often. This practice will help you internalize the behavior of your higher self. Step 3. Visualizing your higher self in action. Once you've created your alter ego and the qualities you want to embody, the next step is to practice visualizing yourself stepping into this version of you during challenging situations. This visualization process is an incredibly powerful tool for rewiring your brain and building new mental habits. Imagine you are facing a situation that normally triggers feelings of nervousness, fear, or self-doubt. Perhaps it's a presentation at work, a difficult conversation with a loved one, or a high-stakes moment in your personal life. In these moments, instead of defaulting to your usual reactions, whether that's anxiety, hesitation, or uncertainty, pause for a moment, take a few deep breaths, and call forth your alter ego. Visualize yourself stepping into your higher self, the version of you that exudes confidence, calmness, and clarity. See yourself standing tall, shoulders relaxed, breathing deeply. Feel the strength and wisdom flowing through you as you approach the situation with a sense of grounded certainty. See yourself acting with compassion, making decisions with clarity, and moving through the situation with an unwavering sense of purpose. For example, if you're nervous about speaking in front of a group, close your eyes for a moment and picture your alter ego, the calm, confident version of you, stepping into your body. Imagine them taking control of the moment, exuding the kind of wisdom and assurance you admire. As you visualize this, your body will begin to mirror this confidence, and over time, your mind will begin to associate these traits with your own natural state. The more you practice this visualization technique, the more automatic it becomes. Your brain begins to rewire itself, shifting your baseline response to challenges from one of fear or self-doubt to one of confidence and composure. Step 4. Embodying your higher self in daily life. Over time, the goal is for this habit to become so ingrained that you naturally embody these traits in your everyday life. This isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about stepping into the fullest version of who you are, a version of you that already exists beneath the layers of doubt, fear, and distraction. Start small. In daily situations where you feel a sense of uncertainty or fear, pause and call on your higher self. Practice being calm when you're faced with an uncomfortable moment. Practice being resilient when you encounter setbacks. Practice being kind when you feel irritated or frustrated. These small, intentional acts will begin to shift your way of thinking and behaving, and soon you'll notice that you're naturally embodying these qualities without needing to consciously think about them. The power of consistent practice. The beauty of this practice is that it's not about a sudden, dramatic change. It's about consistent, small steps. Each time you visualize yourself stepping into your higher self and acting with the traits you admire, you are rewiring your brain and strengthening your capacity to respond to life's challenges from a place of wisdom and clarity. Over time, these behaviors will become more automatic, and you'll begin to feel a deeper sense of connection to your true self. Remember, the alter ego is not about escaping reality. It's about embracing the highest version of your reality. Through the consistent practice of visualization and mindfulness, you can awaken the Buddha nature within you and begin to live with greater strength, clarity, and compassion. Your alter ego isn't someone you become. It's someone you already are, waiting to be fully realized. 2. Develop micro-routines of excellence. In Buddhism, mindfulness is not just a concept to be understood, but a way of life to be deeply lived. It is the practice of being fully present in every moment, paying attention to the task at hand without distraction or judgment. The Buddha taught that the essence of life lies in how we approach every action, no matter how small or mundane it may seem. This simple yet profound teaching holds a powerful truth. How you do anything is how you do everything. This idea means that the quality of our attention in even the smallest actions mirrors our capacity to handle larger challenges. If we rush through a routine task like making the bed or drinking a cup of tea without presence or awareness, it's likely that we approach bigger tasks with the same scattered energy. On the other hand, if we practice mindfulness in these small, seemingly insignificant tasks, we train ourselves to bring presence, focus, and care into everything we do, whether it's a major decision, a difficult conversation, or simply interacting with others. In this video, we will explore how we can use daily routines to cultivate mindfulness and discipline in our lives. By incorporating mindfulness into even the simplest actions, we can set the foundation for a life of intention, focus, and presence. This is not just about the big spiritual practices like meditation. It's about bringing that same awareness into the fabric of everyday life. The power of small actions. Buddhism teaches us that all of life is interconnected. Everything we do, no matter how seemingly small or trivial, has the potential to either strengthen or weaken our state of mind. Our external world reflects our inner state, and by cultivating mindfulness in the smallest of actions, we begin to transform our inner landscape as well. Imagine for a moment that you are brushing your teeth. It's something most of us do daily without much thought. But what if you brought complete focus to this seemingly mundane act? Instead of rushing through it, you pay attention to the sensation of the toothbrush bristles on your teeth, the taste of the toothpaste, the sound of the bristles moving, and the motion of your hand. By simply being present with this action, you elevate a routine task into an opportunity to practice mindfulness. It's a micro-routine, but it has the power to anchor your mind in the present moment, setting the tone for a more mindful day. In the Buddha's teachings, he emphasized that there is no small or insignificant task when it comes to cultivating mindfulness. Every action is an opportunity to practice, whether you are sweeping the floor, preparing a meal, or taking a sip of water. These acts are all an extension of your inner life. By infusing these tasks with mindfulness, you begin to see that each action, no matter how small, is a reflection of your larger life and mindset. How you do anything is how you do everything. The idea that how you do anything is how you do everything invites us to look at the way we approach our daily routines. Do we rush through them, distracted and unobservant, or do we approach them with care and attention? The Buddha's teaching encourages us to elevate the simplest of actions into a sacred practice. Consider the example of making your bed. For many, this is a task that's done without thought, simply a means to get the room looking neat. But if you bring mindfulness to this routine, you begin to see it as an act of care, respect, and discipline. Instead of hastily pulling the covers over the bed, you move slowly, with intention, paying attention to the movement of your hands, the feel of the fabric, the sight of the bed becoming neat and orderly. In doing so, you are not only creating a clean space, but you are also cultivating a sense of order within yourself. The principle of how you do anything is how you do everything also encourages us to notice how we approach other everyday tasks. When you sip tea, are you distracted, scrolling through your phone, or are you fully present in the moment, savoring the warmth of the cup, the aroma of the tea, the taste on your tongue? The way you engage with these small moments reflects how you engage with life as a whole. By practicing mindfulness in small routines, you naturally bring more attention, care, and presence to larger, more complex tasks. Elevating small routines with mindfulness. To start, think of a few small routines in your daily life that you can elevate with mindfulness. These micro-routines act as anchors, setting the tone for the rest of your day, whether it's brushing your teeth, making your bed, or simply putting on your shoes. There are countless opportunities to practice mindfulness and deepen your sense of presence. let's take a deeper look at how we can bring mindfulness into a few common routines. 3. Speak your success into existence. In Buddhism, words hold immense power. They are not merely tools for communication, but instruments that shape our reality. The Buddha taught that right speech, one of the steps on the Noble Eightfold Path, plays a central role in cultivating a mind that is free from illusion, hatred, and delusion. The way we speak, both to ourselves and to others, can either contribute to our liberation or reinforce the cycle of suffering. In this sense, words are seen as more than just sounds or written symbols. They carry with them the energy to influence our thoughts, emotions, and ultimately our actions. In Buddhist practice, the power of words is further emphasized through the use of mantras and affirmations. Mantras, sacred syllables or phrases repeated during meditation, serve as tools to align the mind with higher intentions and awaken the innate wisdom of the mind. This practice, rooted in ancient Buddhist traditions, has transcended cultural boundaries and is now used by people across the world for its transformative effects. At its core, chanting a mantra is a way to silence the distractions of the mind, returning the practitioner to a state of calm, clarity, and presence. Similarly, affirmations, positive statements about the self or one's circumstances, are also used to program the mind for success, peace, and positive change. Right speech and its role in the Noble Eightfold Path. The concept of right speech is one of the key elements of the Noble Eightfold Path, a core teaching in Buddhism that provides a practical guide to living a life of wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. Right speech is about more than just telling the truth. It also includes speaking in ways that are beneficial, harmonious, and compassionate. This means avoiding speech that is divisive, harmful, or false, and instead choosing words that uplift, inspire, and connect. When we practice right speech, we acknowledge the deep impact our words have on our internal state and our external relationships. Speaking kindly to others cultivates a peaceful environment. Speaking kindly to ourselves nourishes our own well-being. In Buddhism, speech is seen as an expression of intention, and intentions, in turn, shape the course of our actions and experiences. Right speech is not just about avoiding negativity, but about consciously choosing to speak in alignment with the truth, love, and wisdom that we seek to embody. The power of mantras and affirmations. The repetition of mantras is a way to cultivate mindfulness, calm, and concentration. Mantras are phrases or sounds that are repeated over and over, not necessarily for their meaning, but for their ability to focus the mind and invoke a state of peace. The most famous Buddhist mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, is said to embody the essence of compassion, wisdom, and purity. While the practice of chanting mantras may seem like a spiritual or meditative ritual, the underlying principle is universal. The words we repeat can influence our thoughts, emotions, and reality. The repetitive nature of mantra chanting creates a sense of rhythm and presence, allowing the practitioner to anchor their attention in the present moment and cultivate a sense of connection to a higher state of consciousness. Similarly, affirmations are a form of verbal repetition used to reprogram the mind. While mantras are often spiritual in nature, affirmations are typically more personal and goal-oriented. They are positive statements that reflect the outcomes you want to manifest in your life. For example, if you are working on building greater confidence, an affirmation might be, "I am calm, capable, and resilient." If you are striving for inner peace, you might affirm, "I am at peace with myself and the world around me." If you want to attract abundance, you could say, "I am worthy of success and abundance in all areas of my life." By speaking these words aloud, you create a space for your mind to absorb and internalize the positive energy behind them. Affirmations help to disrupt negative thought patterns and replace them with empowering beliefs. The practice of affirmations is, in essence, a way to condition the mind for success by focusing on the positive aspects of your life, your abilities, and your potential. Through the consistent use of affirmations and mantras, we not only speak our success into existence, but also align our daily actions and intentions with the truths we want to manifest, thereby transforming our inner landscape and outward reality. 4. Engineer pressure environments. Buddhism offers profound teachings on the nature of discomfort, urging us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and transformation. One of the key aspects of Buddhist practice is meditation, where practitioners intentionally sit through physical discomfort and mental restlessness, observing it without reacting or trying to escape. This practice cultivates the ability to face discomfort with equanimity, an essential skill that can be applied in many areas of life, particularly in high-pressure environments. In today's world, stress and pressure are inevitable, whether it's a tight deadline at work, a difficult conversation, or a personal challenge. We are all bound to face moments that push us out of our comfort zones. Yet, it is precisely in these moments of pressure that our mental resilience is tested. Buddhism teaches that by approaching discomfort mindfully, we can turn these challenges into valuable opportunities to strengthen our minds, refine our focus, and grow in wisdom. The Buddhist perspective on discomfort and growth. In Buddhist philosophy, discomfort is not viewed as something to be avoided or feared, but as a natural and essential part of the human experience. The Buddha taught that suffering, whether physical or mental, is an inherent aspect of life. And it is through the process of facing this suffering with awareness that we can move toward enlightenment. This idea is encapsulated in the Four Noble Truths, which outline the nature of suffering, its causes, its cessation, and the path leading to its end. One of the most striking aspects of Buddhist meditation practice is the way in which monks and practitioners intentionally cultivate discomfort in order to transcend it. Long hours of sitting in meditation, often in physically painful postures, serve as a means of developing mental clarity, patience, and endurance. The key is not to avoid the discomfort, but to simply observe it without reacting. By doing so, practitioners develop the ability to detach from their physical sensations and mental distractions, allowing them to cultivate greater inner peace and resilience. Mindful pressure, transforming discomfort into resilience. When we face high-pressure situations, the natural reaction is often to become overwhelmed, anxious, or reactive. However, with the practice of mindfulness, we can shift our perspective on these pressure-filled moments. Mindfulness encourages us to approach these situations with awareness, instead of allowing our emotions or stress responses to take control. When we experience pressure, whether it's due to external factors or internal expectations, the first step is to pause and breathe. Instead of letting our thoughts spiral out of control, we can anchor ourselves in the present moment by focusing on our breath or the sensations in our body. This helps to ground us in the reality of the present, preventing our minds from getting caught up in the what-ifs and anxieties of the future. The practice of mindful breathing or body awareness creates a buffer between the stimulus, the pressure, and our reaction to it, allowing us to respond from a place of clarity rather than reactivity. In the Buddhist tradition, meditation is often used as a training ground for mindfulness in the face of discomfort. Meditation provides a controlled environment in which we can observe our thoughts and feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. When practicing meditation, it's common to experience moments of restlessness, discomfort, or frustration. However, these moments are seen as valuable opportunities for growth. By learning to sit with these sensations without judgment or resistance, we can develop the mental discipline needed to face greater challenges in life. The same principle applies to high-pressure situations. When you find yourself in a challenging or stressful environment, instead of trying to escape or avoid it, you can approach it with mindfulness. Observe your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations without identifying with them. Allow yourself to feel the pressure, but don't let it define you. By remaining present and grounded, you can build resilience and learn to thrive under pressure. Creating controlled challenges. Deliberate exposure to discomfort. One of the best ways to cultivate resilience and mental toughness is to intentionally place yourself in situations that challenge you. These controlled challenges serve as opportunities to practice mindfulness and build your ability to remain present under pressure. While it may seem counterintuitive, deliberately creating situations of discomfort can help you build the strength to face even greater challenges in the future. Here are a few ways you can create controlled challenges in your life. 1. Volunteering for tasks that intimidate you. In your personal or professional life, there may be tasks or responsibilities that intimidate you. These could be public speaking opportunities, leadership roles, or projects that stretch your skills and capabilities. Instead of avoiding these tasks out of fear or anxiety, consider volunteering for them. By doing so, you place yourself in a situation where you can practice mindfulness under pressure. 2. Taking on responsibilities outside your comfort zone. Another way to create controlled discomfort is by taking on responsibilities that push you beyond your comfort zone. This could involve stepping up in a volunteer organization, taking on a new project at work, or pursuing an activity that you've always been hesitant to try. When you take on new responsibilities, you challenge yourself to grow, learn, and adapt. 3. Practicing mindfulness in chaotic environments. In daily life, we often encounter chaotic environments that test our ability to remain calm and focused. A noisy coffee shop, a crowded train, or a fast-paced work environment can all serve as opportunities to practice mindfulness under pressure. By intentionally placing yourself in these types of environments, you can learn to stay present and grounded, no matter what is happening around you. By learning to thrive in these controlled challenges, you will strengthen your resilience and your ability to handle stress with grace and composure. The rewards of resilience, mental toughness, and inner peace are profound, enabling you to navigate the inevitable challenges of life with a new perspective on discomfort and pressure as pathways to growth and self-mastery. 5. The No Complaints Challenge. Complaining is a deeply ingrained habit in many of us. It's often the first response when we're faced with frustration, discomfort, or a sense of helplessness. Whether it's about traffic, a difficult task, or an unhelpful colleague, complaints seem like a way to vent our emotions and alleviate stress. However, what we often fail to realize is that complaining, rather than providing relief, compounds our problems and creates a cycle of negativity that clouds our minds and drains our energy. In Buddhism, the principle of right speech teaches us that the words we use shape our thoughts, actions, and ultimately our reality. Right speech urges us to speak with kindness, truthfulness, and constructiveness, aligning our words with our highest intentions. Complaining, in contrast, contradicts this principle and undermines our ability to cultivate peace, clarity, and focus. So, how can we break free from this detrimental habit? One powerful way to do so is through the practice of the No Complaints Challenge. This practice, grounded in mindfulness and self-discipline, challenges us to become fully aware of our words and their impact on our mental and emotional state. By committing to a day, a week, or even longer without complaining, we begin to understand the deep effects that our words have on our mindset and, by extension, on the world around us. Understanding the harm of complaining. To begin, let's take a closer look at why complaining is so harmful. On the surface, it may seem harmless, perhaps even necessary at times. When we complain, we often believe we're simply expressing our frustration or seeking empathy. However, Buddhist teachings remind us that words hold power. The Buddha emphasized that speech should be truthful, helpful, and well-timed, aiming to benefit others rather than create harm. Complaining violates these principles. It often involves exaggeration, distortion, or the focus on what is wrong rather than exploring potential solutions or finding a way forward. When we complain, we direct our attention to the problem, reinforcing it in our minds and emotions. The more we focus on what's wrong, the more we amplify our dissatisfaction. Complaints rarely bring about change on their own. They only serve to keep us stuck in a cycle of negativity. This not only affects our internal state, leading to feelings of frustration, resentment, and helplessness, but it also affects our relationships with others. Constant complaining can make us less pleasant to be around, eroding our ability to connect with others in a meaningful way. The No Complaints Challenge, breaking the cycle. The No Complaints Challenge is an incredibly effective mindfulness practice that can help you break the habit of complaining and shift your mindset. The goal isn't to suppress your emotions or pretend everything is perfect, but rather to become more intentional and aware of how you respond to life's challenges. Setting your intention. The first step in the No Complaints Challenge is to set a clear intention. Before embarking on this practice, take a moment to reflect on your motivations and goals. Ask yourself, why am I taking this challenge? What do I hope to achieve? A strong intention will keep you focused and motivated throughout the practice. For example, you might say to yourself, "Today I will focus on gratitude and solutions rather than complaints. I will use my words mindfully to shift my perspective and energy." Setting this intention aligns your actions with your deeper values and prepares you to confront challenges with greater resilience and clarity. Becoming aware of complaints. Once you've set your intention, the next step is to become acutely aware of when you feel the urge to complain. Often, complaining is a reflex, something we do without thinking. You might catch yourself complaining about something small, like the weather, or something larger, like a difficult situation at work. The key is to notice when the urge arises and to pause before you speak. Take a deep breath and reflect on the situation. Ask yourself, what am I truly feeling right now? Am I frustrated, overwhelmed, or disappointed? Rather than immediately vocalizing your frustration, take a moment to process it internally. Mindfulness allows us to create space between stimulus, the thing that triggers us, and response, our reaction. By becoming more aware of our emotions, we can choose to respond with more thoughtfulness and intentionality, rather than resorting to complaining as an automatic response. Reframing complaints constructively. Instead of voicing your frustration, the next step is to reframe the situation. Rather than focusing on the negative aspects of the challenge, ask yourself, how can I view this situation differently? This is where the power of language becomes especially potent. The words we choose shape our experience, and by reframing a complaint into something more constructive, we can shift our perspective and emotional state. For example, if you find yourself in heavy traffic, instead of saying, "This traffic is horrible, I'm going to be late," try reframing it. This is an opportunity to practice patience and calm. I can use this time to listen to an audiobook or catch up on a podcast. Similarly, if you're feeling overwhelmed by a task at work, replace "this is too hard" with, "This is an opportunity to challenge myself and grow." Even a small change in how you phrase your thoughts can have a profound impact on how you experience the situation. By shifting your focus to solutions, growth, and gratitude, you start to rewire your brain to see possibilities instead of obstacles. This transformation in mindset not only enhances your personal well-being, but also improves your interactions with others, fostering a more positive and supportive environment. In summary, the No Complaints Challenge invites you to harness the power of right speech to cultivate a more mindful, resilient, and fulfilling life. Through intentional speech and mindful reframing, you can break the cycle of negativity, embrace challenges with a constructive attitude, and manifest a reality that aligns with your highest aspirations. 6. Cultivate compassionate listening. Compassionate listening is a transformative practice in Buddhism that involves deeply listening to others with the intention of understanding and relieving their suffering without judgment or interruption. This practice is rooted in the principles of loving kindness and empathy and is essential for fostering meaningful connections, resolving conflicts, and building a compassionate community. The importance of compassionate listening. In our fast-paced, often superficial world, genuine listening has become a rare gift. It involves much more than simply hearing words. It requires attentiveness, empathy, and a deep respect for the speaker. Compassionate listening goes even further by aiming not only to understand, but also to alleviate the suffering of the speaker. This practice is based on the idea that every person wants to be heard and understood. When someone feels that they are genuinely being listened to, without judgment or the listener's own agenda interfering, it can help heal emotional wounds and build trust. Compassionate listening can transform relationships, resolve deep-seated conflicts, and foster unity in diverse communities. How to practice. Compassionate listening 1. Cultivate presence. Begin by grounding yourself in the present moment. This means setting aside your own thoughts, judgments, and distractions to fully engage with the speaker. Take a few deep breaths, relax your body, and prepare to listen with your whole being. 2. Suspend judgment. One of the biggest challenges in listening is to do so without forming judgments or immediately offering advice. Compassionate listening involves letting go of preconceived notions and biases to truly hear what the other person is expressing, not just in words, but also through their tone, body language, and emotions. 3. Reflect back what you hear. This involves occasionally summarizing or paraphrasing what the speaker has said to ensure that you have understood them correctly. This not only clarifies the communication, but also shows the speaker that you are genuinely engaged and interested in what they are sharing. 4. Empathize. Try to feel what the speaker is feeling. This doesn't mean you have to agree with them, but it does require you to put yourself in their shoes and appreciate their perspective. Empathy builds bridges and can diffuse tension, leading to more open and honest exchanges. 5. Offer silent support. Sometimes the best way to support someone is simply to be there, offering silent encouragement through your presence and attention. Compassionate listening is not always about responding. Often, it's about being a compassionate witness to another's experience. 6. Respond with kindness. When it's appropriate to respond, do so with kindness and encouragement. If advice is needed and you are in a position to offer it, ensure that it is given gently and thoughtfully, in a way that affirms the other person's feelings and experiences. The benefits of compassionate listening. Practicing. Compassionate listening can have profound effects on both personal and community levels. Personal growth. Compassionate listening enhances emotional intelligence by developing patience, empathy, and a deeper understanding of human emotions and motivations. Strengthened relationships. This practice builds trust and respect, which are foundational for strong relationships. It encourages openness and can transform the dynamics of a relationship by fostering a deeper mutual understanding. Conflict resolution. By reducing misunderstandings and creating a safe space for open dialogue, compassionate listening can be a powerful tool for resolving conflicts. It allows all parties to express their viewpoints and work towards a resolution that acknowledges and addresses the needs of everyone involved. Community building. In a broader sense, cultivating a culture of compassionate listening within communities can lead to greater harmony and understanding among its members. It helps individuals feel valued and understood, which can encourage greater cooperation and unity. In conclusion, compassionate listening is not merely a technique, but a way of being that can enrich every interaction and relationship. It requires practice, patience, and a genuine commitment to the well-being of others. By adopting this practice, we not only contribute to the healing and happiness of those around us, but also develop inner peace and compassion within ourselves. 7. Practice mindful consumption. In the teachings of Buddhism, mindful consumption extends beyond food and drink. It encompasses everything we take in from our environment, including the media we consume, the conversations we engage in, and the materials we read. This practice is critical for maintaining mental and emotional well-being, as it encourages us to be conscious of the impacts that our consumption habits have on our mind, body, and spirit. Understanding mindful consumption. Mindful consumption is based on the idea that the inputs we allow into our lives directly affect our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Just as eating healthy food nourishes our bodies, consuming wholesome and positive content nourishes our minds. Conversely, just like unhealthy food can harm our bodies, toxic or negative content can disturb our minds and disrupt our emotional equilibrium. How to practice mindful consumption. 1. Evaluate your media diet. Take a close look at the types of media you consume regularly. This includes social media, television, movies, news, and books. Reflect on how each of these influences your mood, thoughts, and feelings. Are they uplifting and informative, or do they leave you feeling anxious, angry, or depressed? 2. Choose positivity. Make a conscious decision to engage with media that is positive, uplifting, and enriching. This doesn't mean you should only look at or read content that avoids difficult truths, but rather choose sources that offer constructive and hopeful perspectives. 3. Limit exposure to negative media. While it's important to stay informed, excessive exposure to negative news can be detrimental to mental health. Set limits on how much news you consume each day, and try to balance it with positive stories and engaging, educational content. 4. Be selective with conversations. Mindful consumption also involves being mindful of the conversations you participate in. Avoid gossip and discussions that spiral into negativity. Instead, seek out interactions that are uplifting, supportive, and productive. 5. Practice gratitude. Regularly practicing gratitude can shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. This can help cultivate a mindset that appreciates positive aspects of life, reducing the desire to consume mindlessly. 6. Mindfulness in eating and drinking. Pay attention to what you eat and drink, choosing foods that are nourishing and good for your body. When eating, try to be fully present, savoring each bite and appreciating the flavors and textures, which can enhance your enjoyment and help prevent overeating. The benefits of mindful consumption. Enhanced mental health. By carefully selecting what we consume, we can avoid overwhelming our minds with negative stimuli, which can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. Increased self-awareness. Mindful consumption encourages us to reflect on our choices and their impacts, increasing our self-awareness and helping us understand our own habits and preferences better. Improved relationships. By engaging in more positive and meaningful conversations and reducing gossip and negativity, we can strengthen our relationships and build deeper connections with others. Greater appreciation of life. Mindful consumption helps us appreciate the moment and the quality of our interactions, whether it's enjoying a meal, a piece of music, or a conversation, leading to greater overall satisfaction in life. And conclusion, mindful consumption is about making conscious choices that align with our deepest values. It involves recognizing the profound impact that our consumption habits have on our mental state and overall quality of life, and taking active steps to cultivate positivity and well-being. By practicing mindful consumption, we not only enhance our own lives, but also contribute to a more thoughtful, compassionate world. 8. Engage in regular self-reflection. In Buddhism, self-reflection is a critical practice for personal growth and spiritual development. It involves examining one's thoughts, actions, and motivations to gain deeper insights into one's behavior and to align more closely with ethical and spiritual values. Regular self-reflection helps us to cultivate self-awareness, make conscious choices, and live more intentionally. The importance of self-reflection. Self-reflection allows us to pause in our busy lives and consider how we are living, what drives us, and whether our actions are in harmony with our deepest values. It provides the opportunity to recognize areas where we may be causing ourselves or others suffering and to adjust our behavior accordingly. This practice is essential for anyone seeking to live a more mindful, compassionate, and fulfilled life. How to practice self-reflection. 1. Set aside. Regular time. Dedicate a specific time each day or week for self-reflection. This could be a few minutes each evening, during a morning walk, or in a weekly journaling session. The key is consistency, as regular reflection fosters deeper insights. 2. Create a quiet space. Find a quiet, comfortable space where you can sit undisturbed. This could be a specific chair in your home, a spot in your garden, or anywhere that you feel at peace. 3. Ask guiding questions. Use questions to guide your reflection. Some effective questions might include, "Oh, what did I do today that was in alignment with my values? Oh, were there moments where I reacted impulsively or negatively? What triggered those reactions? Oh, how can I handle similar situations better in the future? Oh, what am I grateful for today? Oh, are there any habits or behaviors I need to change?" 4. Use a journal. Writing down your thoughts can be particularly helpful. It allows you to track your progress over time and provides a more tangible way to organize your reflections. 5. Reflect on your emotions. Pay attention to how you feel about different aspects of your life. Recognizing your emotional responses can provide insights into what is truly important to you and what might need changing. 6. Be honest and kind with yourself. Approach self-reflection with a spirit of kindness and forgiveness. The goal is not to criticize or punish yourself, but to grow and learn from your experiences. The benefits of self-reflection. Improved self-awareness. Regular self-reflection increases your understanding of what makes you tick, your passions, fears, and driving forces. This awareness can lead to better decision-making and a more authentic life. Enhanced decision-making. By understanding your past actions and their outcomes, you can make more informed choices that reflect your true values. Greater emotional intelligence. Reflecting on your feelings and reactions improves your ability to manage emotions, both your own and those of others. Increased empathy. Considering your actions and their impact on others can deepen your empathy, fostering stronger and more compassionate relationships. Spiritual growth. For those on a spiritual path, self-reflection helps to align daily actions with spiritual values, promoting a sense of peace and fulfillment. In conclusion, engaging in regular self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal and spiritual development. It enables you to live more consciously, making choices that are in line with your deepest values and contributing to your overall well-being. As you continue to reflect on your experiences, you cultivate a richer, more insightful life that not only benefits you, but also those around you. 9. Embrace simplicity. In Buddhism, simplicity is valued not just as an aesthetic or lifestyle choice, but as a profound practice that brings clarity, reduces suffering, and fosters spiritual growth. Embracing simplicity involves stripping away the unnecessary, focusing on what truly matters, and finding contentment with less. This practice can lead to a deeper appreciation for the present moment and a clearer understanding of one's life purpose. The importance of embracing simplicity. The modern world often equates happiness with material accumulation and external achievements, which can lead to cluttered lives both physically and mentally. Simplicity allows us to clear this clutter, reduce distractions, and focus on our inner journey. It helps us to identify what is essential and eliminate what is not, fostering a life of quality over quantity. How to practice embracing simplicity. 1. Declutter your environment. Start by simplifying your physical space. Declutter your home and workspace, keeping only what you truly need and value. This physical act of decluttering can also help declutter the mind, making space for more focused and creative thinking. 2. Simplify your commitments. Evaluate your commitments and decide which ones truly align with your values and bring you joy. Learn to say no to things that overcomplicate your life or drain your energy without adding meaningful value. 3. Practice mindful consumption. Be mindful of what you consume, whether it's material goods, media, or food. Ask yourself if each item you consume adds value to your life or merely adds noise. 4. Appreciate simplicity in daily activities. Find joy in simple pleasures and routines. This could be a walk in nature, preparing a meal, or spending time in quiet reflection. These simple activities can provide a profound sense of grounding and contentment. 5. Reduce digital distractions. Limit your time on digital devices and social media, which are often sources of complexity and stress. Create tech-free zones or times in your day to disconnect and enjoy uninterrupted moments. 6. Cultivate inner simplicity. Work on simplifying your inner world by practicing meditation and mindfulness. These practices help reduce mental clutter and foster a state of peace and clarity. The benefits of embracing simplicity: enhanced focus and clarity. Simplifying your environment and commitments can lead to better focus and clarity in your thoughts and actions. You become more effective in your pursuits and more present in your interactions. Increased contentment. Living simply helps you appreciate what you have rather than always seeking more. This can lead to greater contentment and happiness as you are no longer chasing external validations. Reduced stress. Simplicity leads to a less hectic lifestyle, which can significantly reduce stress. With fewer distractions and less to maintain, you can enjoy a more relaxed and peaceful life. Deeper relationships. By focusing on fewer but more meaningful relationships and activities, you can develop deeper connections with people and a stronger sense of community. Greater freedom. Simplicity can free you from many of the pressures of modern life. With less to worry about maintaining or achieving, you gain more freedom to explore, grow, and create in ways that truly matter to you. In conclusion, embracing simplicity is a transformative practice that can declutter both your physical and mental spaces, leading to a life of greater focus, freedom, and fulfillment. It encourages you to live intentionally, making choices that align with your deepest values and aspirations. By adopting a simpler lifestyle, you not only enhance your own well-being, but also contribute to a more sustainable and compassionate world. 10. Foster loving kindness, metta. In Buddhism, metta, or loving kindness, is a fundamental practice aimed at developing unconditional love and goodwill toward all beings, without exception. It involves cultivating a heart full of compassion and kindness, starting with oneself and gradually extending it to others, including friends, strangers, enemies, and all living creatures. The importance of fostering loving kindness. Fostering loving kindness helps break down barriers of anger, resentment, and isolation. It promotes empathy and understanding, which are essential for healthy relationships and peaceful communities. Practicing metta leads to emotional resilience, as it reduces personal suffering and enhances overall happiness. How to practice loving kindness, metta. 1. Start with yourself. Begin by cultivating kindness towards yourself. This can be challenging for many, but it is crucial because it's difficult to extend kindness to others if you are harsh with yourself. Use affirmations, meditations, or simply set intentions each day to treat yourself with compassion and care. 2. Metta meditation. Engage in metta meditation regularly. Start by finding a quiet place to sit comfortably. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and begin by silently repeating phrases like, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I live with ease." After a while, gradually extend these wishes to others, first to loved ones, then to acquaintances, and finally to those with whom you have difficulties. 3. Actively practice kindness. Look for opportunities to act kindly in daily life. This could be as simple as offering a smile, providing a helping hand, or expressing gratitude. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to a greater sense of connection and community. 4. Use kind words. Be mindful of your speech. Try to speak kindly and gently, avoiding harsh words or criticisms. Remember that loving kindness starts with how we communicate with others and ourselves. 5. Expand your circle of compassion. Challenge yourself to extend kindness and understanding to those outside your immediate circle. This includes different communities, cultures, and even species. Consider the interconnectedness of all life and your impact on the world. The benefits of fostering loving kindness. Enhanced emotional well-being. Regular practice of loving kindness meditation has been shown to increase positive emotions and decrease negative emotions. It contributes to a more stable and positive mood overall. Improved relationships. Loving kindness fosters greater empathy and understanding, leading to stronger and healthier relationships. It can dissolve barriers and heal conflicts, making interactions more loving and supportive. Reduced stress and anxiety. By focusing on positive emotions and connections, loving kindness can reduce stress and anxiety. It shifts focus away from personal worries to a broader perspective of care and community. Greater sense of connection. Loving kindness helps you feel more connected to others and the world around you. This sense of connection can combat feelings of loneliness and isolation. Spiritual growth. Metta practice is deeply spiritual. It can lead to profound insights into the nature of self and other, fostering a deeper sense of peace and contentment. In conclusion, fostering loving kindness is a transformative practice that not only benefits the individual practitioner, but also has the potential to bring about profound change in the world. It encourages us to see beyond our own needs and to connect with others in meaningful, compassionate ways. By cultivating a heart full of metta, we contribute to a world filled with more love, understanding, and peace. 11. Establish a daily mindfulness practice. Mindfulness is a core aspect of Buddhist teaching, emphasizing the importance of being present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and environment without judgment. Establishing a daily mindfulness practice can significantly enhance your ability to respond to life's challenges with calmness and clarity rather than reacting impulsively. The importance of a daily mindfulness practice. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine helps cultivate a state of awareness that can transform your perception of yourself and the world around you. It encourages you to experience life as it unfolds moment by moment, which can lead to deeper insights, reduced stress, and enhanced well-being. How to establish a daily mindfulness practice. 1. Start small. Begin with just a few minutes each day. You might start with 5 minutes of sitting quietly each morning or evening. Focus on your breath, noticing the sensations of inhaling and exhaling, and gently bring your attention back to your breath whenever your mind wanders. 2. Create a routine. Try to practice mindfulness at the same time and place each day to establish a routine. This consistency makes it easier to form a habit. Choose a time when you are least likely to be interrupted and can genuinely dedicate yourself to being present. 3. Use mindful reminders. Set reminders throughout the day to bring your attention back to the present moment. This could be a small bell on your phone or a note placed in a visible spot that reminds you to pause and breathe deeply for a few moments. 4. Incorporate mindfulness into daily activities. Make everyday activities like eating, walking, or washing dishes opportunities for mindfulness practice. Pay attention to the sights, sounds, sensations, and smells associated with these activities. Engaging fully with these tasks can turn them into meditative practices. 5. Guided meditations. Utilize guided meditations if you find it difficult to maintain focus on your own. Many apps and websites offer guided sessions that can help direct your attention and deepen your mindfulness practice. 6. Attend mindfulness workshops or classes. Consider joining a mindfulness workshop or class to learn more about various techniques and to practice with guidance from experienced instructors. This can also connect you with a community of like-minded individuals, which can be incredibly supportive. The benefits of a daily mindfulness practice: improved mental clarity and focus. Regular mindfulness practice enhances your ability to concentrate and stay focused, reducing the tendency to get lost in distractions or overwhelmed by thoughts. Enhanced emotional resilience. Being mindful helps you become more aware of your emotional responses and less reactive to negative emotions. It provides the tools to manage stress, anxiety, and depression more effectively. Deeper self-awareness. Mindfulness encourages reflection and self-examination, leading to greater insight into your behaviors, thoughts, and emotions. This self-awareness is key to personal growth and self-improvement. Increased patience and tolerance. Regular practice fosters a greater capacity to tolerate stress and adversity. Mindfulness teaches you to approach challenging situations with equanimity and patience. Stronger physical health. Studies have shown that mindfulness can improve physical health in several ways, including reducing chronic pain, lowering blood pressure, and enhancing sleep. In conclusion, establishing a daily mindfulness practice is a transformative process that benefits all aspects of life. By dedicating time each day to mindfulness, you develop a deeper connection with the present moment, leading to a more peaceful, balanced, and fulfilling life. 12. Develop wisdom through study and reflection. In Buddhism, the pursuit of wisdom is not just about acquiring knowledge, but also about deepening understanding and insight into the nature of reality, life, and oneself. Wisdom, or prajna, is considered a pivotal element that supports the path to enlightenment, guiding individuals to live with greater clarity and compassion. The importance of developing wisdom. Wisdom in Buddhism is deeply connected to the practice of seeing things as they truly are, without the distortions of our biases or preconceived notions. It involves understanding the impermanent and interdependent nature of all things, which helps in overcoming suffering and attachment. Developing wisdom is crucial for making informed, ethical decisions and for fostering peace, both internally and within one's community. How to develop wisdom through study and reflection. 1. Engage with spiritual texts. Regularly read and study spiritual texts, not just from Buddhism, but from a variety of wisdom traditions. This broadens your perspective and deepens your understanding of spiritual principles. Reflect on how these teachings can be applied in your daily life. 2. Practice meditation. Meditation is a key practice in Buddhism for cultivating wisdom. It sharpens your mind, enhances your ability to concentrate, and allows deeper insights into the nature of your thoughts and emotions. Insight meditation, vipassana, is particularly focused on developing a profound understanding of the nature of reality. 3. Attend teachings and retreats. Participate in teachings or spiritual retreats led by experienced practitioners. These sessions provide valuable insights and practical guidance on applying Buddhist principles in everyday life. 4. Reflect daily. Set aside time each day to reflect on your actions, thoughts, and experiences. Ask yourself questions like, what did I learn today, and how did I respond to challenges? This habit of self-reflection fosters greater self-awareness and wisdom. 5. Discuss with others. Engage in discussions with like-minded individuals about spiritual and philosophical topics. This can challenge your views and encourage you to think more deeply about different aspects of life and spirituality. 6. Write a journal. Keep a journal to document your thoughts, insights, and the progress you make in your spiritual practice. Writing helps consolidate learning and can provide clarity on complex subjects. The benefits of developing wisdom: improved decision-making. Wisdom provides a clearer perspective, helping you make decisions that are more aligned with ethical values and long-term well-being. Enhanced peace of mind. Understanding the impermanent nature of life can reduce fear and anxiety about change and loss, leading to greater mental peace. Greater empathy and compassion. Wisdom fosters a deeper understanding of the struggles of others, enhancing your empathy and driving compassionate actions. Reduced suffering. By seeing the true nature of reality, you can detach from unhealthy attachments and desires, leading to reduced personal suffering. Spiritual growth. Developing wisdom is essential for spiritual advancement in many traditions. It helps you understand and overcome the spiritual challenges that arise on the path to enlightenment. In conclusion, developing wisdom is a transformative process that enriches your understanding of the world and enhances your ability to navigate life with compassion and insight. By dedicating time to study, reflection, and meditation, you cultivate a deeper understanding that not only advances your personal spiritual journey, but also contributes positively to those around you. 13. Integrate ethical living. In Buddhism, ethical living is fundamental, guided by precepts that encourage non-harm, honesty, and compassion in all actions. This approach not only benefits individual practitioners by creating a peaceful and stable mind, but also contributes to the well-being of society as a whole. Integrating ethical living into daily life is a profound practice that enhances personal integrity and fosters a more harmonious world. The importance of ethical living. Ethical living in Buddhism is rooted in the concept of karma, which posits that actions have consequences. Living ethically ensures that these actions lead to positive outcomes for oneself and others. It helps in cultivating a life of non-violence, honesty, and respect for all beings, which are essential for spiritual growth and harmony. How to integrate ethical living. 1. Understand Buddhist precepts. Familiarize yourself with the 5 precepts, which are not to kill, not to steal, not to engage in sexual misconduct, not to lie, and not to consume intoxicants that cloud the mind. Reflect on how these principles can guide your daily decisions and interactions. 2. Practice non-harm. Make a conscious effort to avoid causing harm to any living being. This includes being mindful of your actions, words, and even thoughts, striving to be kind and compassionate in all situations. 3. Engage in fair dealing. Ensure that your business dealings and personal interactions are conducted honestly and fairly. Avoid deceit and exploitation, aiming instead for transparency and integrity in all your engagements. 4. Consume responsibly. Be mindful of your consumption habits, choosing products and services that are ethical and sustainable. Consider the environmental and social impact of your purchases and try to support businesses that adhere to ethical practices. 5. Volunteer and support. Charitable causes. Actively contribute to the well-being of others by volunteering your time or supporting charities that work towards social, environmental, or animal welfare. 6. Meditate on ethical dilemmas. Use meditation to reflect on ethical dilemmas you face. This can help clarify the best course of action when you're unsure about the right ethical choice. The benefits of ethical living. Enhanced personal peace. Living in accordance with ethical principles reduces internal conflict and promotes a sense of inner peace and stability. Improved relationships. Ethical living builds trust and respect in your relationships. People are more likely to trust and respect someone who consistently acts with integrity and compassion. Positive social impact. By living ethically, you contribute to a more just and compassionate society. Your actions can inspire others, creating a ripple effect that promotes greater societal well-being. Karmic benefits. In Buddhist belief, ethical living leads to the accumulation of good karma, which can result in better life circumstances and deeper spiritual progression. Greater self-respect. Living a life aligned with your values enhances your self-esteem and pride. It gives you a sense of living authentically and purposefully. In conclusion, integrating ethical living into daily life is a transformative practice that enhances both personal and communal well-being. It requires mindfulness, commitment, and sometimes difficult choices, but the benefits of a clear conscience and a peaceful life are immense. Ethical living is not just about avoiding negative actions, but actively contributing to the welfare of all beings, embodying the principles of compassion and non-harm that are central to Buddhist teachings. 14. Cultivate patience and tolerance. Patience and tolerance are highly valued virtues in Buddhism, essential for developing a calm and peaceful mind. These qualities help individuals handle the inevitable frustrations of life without becoming agitated or disturbed, allowing for a deeper understanding and compassion towards oneself and others. The importance of cultivating patience and tolerance. Patience in Buddhism is not merely about waiting without complaint. It involves understanding the nature of suffering, impermanence, and the benefits of maintaining a calm demeanor in the face of adversity. Tolerance extends this patience to interpersonal relationships, fostering acceptance and compassion for differing viewpoints and the faults of others. How to cultivate patience and tolerance. 1. Mindfulness practice. Regular mindfulness meditation can help you become more aware of your impulses and reactions. This awareness is the first step toward cultivating patience, as it allows you to pause and choose how to respond rather than react on autopilot. 2. Reflect on the benefits of patience. Regularly remind yourself of the benefits of patience, such as reduced stress, better relationships, and a more enjoyable life experience. Recognizing these benefits can motivate you to practice patience even when it feels challenging. 3. Develop empathy. Try to understand where others are coming from. Empathy can help you appreciate why people behave in certain ways and make it easier to forgive and accept their actions. This understanding is key to developing tolerance. 4. Expose yourself to mild irritants. Intentionally exposing yourself to small irritations can be a practice of developing tolerance. This might involve putting yourself in situations where you must wait, deal with difficult people, or manage minor annoyances without reacting negatively. 5. Use affirmations. Positive affirmations can reinforce your intention to be patient and tolerant. Phrases like, "I am calm and understanding," or "I choose to respond with patience," can be repeated daily to help embed these qualities in your psyche. 6. Learn to let go. Many frustrations arise from clinging to how we think things should be. Learning to let go of these expectations can significantly enhance your ability to be patient and tolerant. The benefits of cultivating patience and tolerance: improved mental health. Patience reduces stress and anxiety, leading to better overall mental health and emotional well-being. Stronger relationships. Tolerance allows you to accept others as they are, leading to stronger, more harmonious relationships. Enhanced problem-solving skills. Patience allows you to take the time to thoroughly assess situations and come up with more effective solutions. Increased resilience. Developing patience and tolerance helps you endure hardships and adversities with a more composed and positive outlook. Spiritual growth. These virtues are integral to spiritual development in many traditions, as they foster a deep sense of peace and connectedness with life. In conclusion, cultivating patience and tolerance is a transformative practice that enhances personal tranquility and improves interactions with others. These qualities are not only beneficial in personal and spiritual life, but are also essential for fostering a compassionate and understanding society. By practicing patience and tolerance, you contribute to a more peaceful world while developing a deeper, more fulfilling approach to life. 15. Practice generosity, dana. In Buddhism, generosity, or dana, is one of the foundational practices for cultivating virtue and purifying the mind. It involves giving freely and selflessly, without expecting anything in return, and is considered a direct way to overcome selfishness and attachment, fostering a spirit of compassion and connection. The importance of practicing generosity. Generosity is deeply valued because it directly counters the greed and attachment that often cause suffering. By practicing generosity, you develop a sense of abundance and learn to appreciate the joy of giving. This act not only benefits the receiver, but also enriches the giver, providing a profound sense of happiness and fulfillment. How to practice generosity, dana. 1. Give freely. Start by giving without strings attached. This could be in the form of time, advice, resources, or financial support. The key is to give willingly and joyously, seeing the act of giving as an end in itself. 2. Focus on the needs of others. Pay attention to what others might need or appreciate. Generosity isn't just about giving what you think is valuable, but what can genuinely help or bring joy to someone else. 3. Incorporate generosity into everyday life. Look for small, everyday opportunities to be generous. This might include letting someone go ahead of you in line, sharing a compliment, or providing a listening ear to someone in need. 4. Volunteer your time. Engage in volunteer work where your skills and energy can benefit others, whether it's helping at a local shelter, teaching skills to others, or participating in community cleanups. These activities are powerful expressions of generosity. 5. Practice financial generosity. If possible, donate to charities, support causes you believe in, or contribute to community projects. Even small donations can make a big difference. 6. Reflect on the benefits of giving. Regularly take time to reflect on how giving makes you feel and the impact it has on others. This reflection can reinforce the value of generosity and encourage you to continue developing this quality. The benefits of practicing generosity enhanced personal happiness. Numerous studies have shown that giving to others increases your happiness and life satisfaction. This boost is often greater than if you had spent the same resources on yourself. Improved relationships. Generosity fosters goodwill, which can strengthen your relationships. People are drawn to those who are kind and giving. Reduced attachment. Regularly giving away your time, resources, or money can help lessen the grip of material attachment, leading to greater freedom and contentment. Spiritual growth. Generosity is seen as a practice that purifies the mind and accumulates merit in many spiritual traditions. It is often considered essential for spiritual development. Increased sense of connection. Giving helps you feel connected to the wider community and the world at large, reducing feelings of isolation or separateness. In conclusion, practicing generosity is a transformative action that benefits both the giver and the receiver. It is a profound practice that enriches your life, deepens your connections with others, and contributes to a more compassionate and caring world. By integrating generosity into your daily life, you develop a broader sense of purpose and a deeper connection to the values that foster true fulfillment and happiness. Final thoughts. The teachings of Buddhism offer profound and timeless wisdom that can be integrated into daily life to enhance personal growth, happiness, and spiritual development. From fostering loving kindness and practicing generosity to embracing simplicity and cultivating patience, each practice encourages us to live more mindfully and compassionately. These teachings not only enrich our own lives, but also have the potential to bring about positive changes in the world around us, promoting peace, understanding, and connection among all beings. By adopting these practices, we can develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world, leading to a life filled with more purpose, clarity, and joy. Whether through meditation, ethical living, or mindful consumption, each step on this path helps to purify the mind and cultivate the qualities necessary for enlightenment. If you found these insights helpful and inspiring, please consider sharing this video to spread the wisdom of Buddha further. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content that explores how ancient teachings can enrich our modern lives. Share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below on how these practices have influenced your life or how you plan to incorporate them into your daily routine. Remember, each small step can lead to significant transformations, not just within ourselves, but also in the world around us. Thank you for watching, and may you find peace and happiness on your journey.